What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 16 of our Pokemon Dreamstone Mysteries walkthrough. In the previous video, we finally put an end to Team Sombra. We had some of the craziest and toughest battles that we have faced in the entire game. Not only did we battle Team Sombra boss Moxie, but right afterwards we battled Team Sombra member Melee. So it was a double battle. We couldn't heal our Pokemon in between, but we did luckily defeat both of them. We also found Professor Tenebrous, who helped us battle Professor Roo. Professor Roo had the ancient Terra Pokemon Koraidon, which again was an insane battle. But after defeating all of them, it looks like we have got rid of Team Sombra for once and for all. We can now continue on to the Pokemon Championship, which I'm super excited about. Apparently you can reach it via Route 2. In the beginning of this video, I showed you guys that I added Blipplug and Morlul to my party. You can do this by talking to your Pokemon. There is a PC option that way. And I do recommend doing that at the start of this because there are lots of trainers to battle. And you need to level those Pokemon up and evolve them. Because in today's video, we are going to show you how to catch the final legendary Pokemon. That's right, so stay tuned. But in order to get it, you have to have 3 Pokemon for one of the ranger quests. And the 3 Pokemon you need are Toedscool, which I am catching right now. You can find it in this little piece of water outside of the Ranger Institute. You have to use the trolling rod in order to catch Toedscool. So that's one of the 3 Pokemon we need. The other 2 Pokemon are Orbeetle, which evolves from Blipbug. That's why I added it to the party so we can evolve it twice. It evolves into Dottler and then Orbeetle. And the 3rd and final Pokemon we need is a Shinotic, which evolves from Morlul. When you have all 3 of those Pokemon, we can then finally find the final Pokemon, which is an electric type. I don't want to spoil it, but if you've seen the thumbnail, you pretty much know who it is. And this is pretty much our final episode before the Pokemon Championship. So if there's anything else you need to do, now is the time to do it. If you want to train up any other Pokemon or strengthen your team, or if there's any other side quests you want to try and complete, you can try and do it now. You can continue playing after the Pokemon Championship, but I like to try finish most things before the Pokemon League. We have caught some amazing Pokemon on this new route on the way to the Pokemon Championship. You can find some crazy Pokemon as well as some cool TMs hidden about in this route. And as you can see, I've got all 3 of the Pokemon in our party now. I've got Toedscool, I've got Shinotic, and I've got Orbeetle. They've all evolved. Toedscool you don't want to evolve, you just want to leave it as it is. So now that we've got the 3 that we need, we can go to our PC and move them back to the PC for now, just until we make it through this route, because there are some super tough battles here. And those 3 Pokemon aren't exactly my strongest. But we've got the 3, we've evolved the ones we need to. And we're going to work our way through the route. We just picked up TM Earthquake, which I'm going to try and teach to our Aggron. We don't have a ground type attack, so I think this will give Aggron a bit of a boost and at least swap things up for us a bit. And we're going to continue on with the route. There are a load of trainers to battle along the way, but hopefully we can make it to the next town. And yes, it looks like we've made it to Victory Cape. This is an area with lots of rain, so I do want to give you guys a little tip. As you guys know, in my party, I've got a Sliggoo. And in order to evolve Sliggoo to its final evolution, it's got to be level 50, I believe, or higher. And it's got to level up in an area where it's raining. So this is the perfect place to do that. There are 2 trainers on the left side, and I think a trainer on the right side that you can battle and do training with. We'll do that in a later episode. But now we're going to try and go and catch this legendary Pokemon. We have used the Driftblum transport method and made our way to the Ivy River HQ with the help of Tauros. And we're going to move the 3 Pokemon that we need into our party now. So we got Orbeetle, we got Toedscool, and we got Shinotic. And now you're going to come and chat to these 3 scientists. They want to see these 3 Pokemon specifically. So you're going to show them each one. And once you've done that, you've got to chat to them again. And that will move us up the ranks in the Ranger Institute. I think that might make us a fully fledged ranger, or close to at least. Once you have shown the 3 scientists the 3 Pokemon and spoken to them again, you can move those 3 Pokemon out of your party again. And then we're going to head back to the first floor and chat to the main scientist guy. There are a few TMs you can buy from the other scientists there if you haven't yet. But we have officially been promoted again, so that's awesome. At this point in the game, you can check your quests. There should be a lot of them done already. You can see which ones are still active. We've only got 2 or 3 left to do still. I think only 2. But now that we have moved up the ranks as a ranger, I think this has unlocked a new area. I don't know if you guys remember by the River HQ, there was a cave and a ranger blocking the entrance. He told us that we are not high enough ranked to enter. But now that we are back, we're going to try our luck and see if we are allowed in. We've already moved up the ranks a fair amount. But we're just stopping off at the River HQ and chatting to everyone. Ravine is the boss at this institute, and she allows us to choose one of the 3 Pokemon on the table. There are some awesome Pokemon here, but we're definitely going to choose Kangaskhan. It's one of my favorites. I love the Mega Evolution of it as well. And now Ravine has given us a new little side quest. She tells us that there is a legendary electric Pokemon that they're trying to get information on. So they're trying to find someone to spot this legendary Pokemon. And that's exactly what we want to do. We don't want to just find it, we want to catch it as well. This legendary Pokemon is definitely not easy to find and definitely not easy to catch. So just be prepared. You're going to have your work cut out for you. This took me well over an hour. I'm not even joking to you guys. But we have found this little cave, and finally he allows us in. He has stopped blocking the entrance. And if you walk on the cracked area, you fall through to a new floor. Here there are some stones to push through, and there's an item to pick up there. And if you make your way up the stairs, you can find an ether. It's not very big area in this cave. Here there are some ancient carvings. I'm not really sure if they play a role at all in the game. But there is another little stone puzzle, and you can find a Thunderstone hiding in one of those rocks. These little stone push puzzles aren't very difficult. Normally there's more than one way to complete them. But if we head up north on the 2nd floor, we have spotted the legendary Pokemon. It was Zeraora. And as we found it, it ran away. So luckily we've recorded it on our Pokédex. We have officially seen it, but it ran away so fast that we couldn't battle it. So now in order to find Zeraora, we have to go to our Pokédex and search it, and it will show us what area it's currently in. But it's a roaming Pokemon, so it constantly moves all over the map. I do recommend that you choose one location that it frequents and just search that area. You can search where I found it. Here it's near the Sharpedo cave almost. But we used a Master Ball to catch it because I couldn't bother trying 100 times with Ultra Balls. And it's the final legendary, so we might as well put our Master Ball to use. But you guys can see exactly where I found it. You just need to search the Pokédex for when Zeraora is in that area, and then just search the grass using a super repel, and if you're lucky you will encounter it. It might take you a while. It's definitely not easy, but just be patient and you will encounter it eventually. I do really like Zeraora, so I want to add it to our team. I'm just not sure which Pokemon I'm gonna cut. I think we're gonna have to leave Gothitelle out. So I think this is our final team that we're gonna take on the Pokemon Championship with. We just have to do some training, that's for sure, especially for Zeraora. It's only level 40. But we show Ravine the legendary Pokemon and we get promoted to a fully fledged ranger. So everyone comes and is supportive of us, everyone celebrates. And that's it for the Ranger Institute. We have finally completed those side quests for once and for all. I think the only side quest left is to find all of the statues. I think I've only found 8 or 9 of them. I haven't really made an effort to do that, to be honest, but we've made our way back to Victory Cape, and we haven't explored this town yet, so it's time to explore it before we actually take on the championship. And there's a department store where you can buy some awesome TMs. I did show you guys in previous videos how to make a lot of money. You can do that by mining. So if you are short of money, definitely go do some mining and you'll be able to buy all of these items. There are some amazing hold items like a focus sash that can really give your battle a complete edge. Here at the vending machine, you can buy mints, which will actually change your Pokemon's nature. So don't forget about these little vending machines. A lot of people are looking to change their Pokemon's nature but don't know how. We are going to buy a couple mints. I usually go with the mints that either boost attack and weaken special attack, or the opposite. We boost special attack and weaken attack. So we are going to use some of those for our Pokemon in our team. We've got some physical attackers and some special attackers that might give them a little bit of an edge. You can also buy berries here, of course, if you're interested in that. But a pretty cool department store. It's just going to prepare you for the championship. We continue exploring Victory Cape and we have found a hotel here. So I'm guessing all the trainers who are competing come and stay here. There's a couple rooms for us to explore. We're going to chat to everyone and see some of the trainers who are in here. Maybe we might even see some of the trainers that we're going to battle. And here we find a man that offers to teach us one move, and there are some crazy ones. We decide to go on Draco Meteor, and we're going to teach it to our Sliggoo. I hope in the next video we will evolve it to its final evolution. Goodra is an absolute beast. And in the final room, we hear Moxie, Cola, and Melee all chatting inside, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Moxie and Melee are trying to get Cola on their side to defeat me, and they offered Cola some help. They said they've still got an ancient Pokemon that they can actually give to Cola to use in the championship to defeat me. But Cola says he doesn't need any help and he doesn't want to join them. But Moxie and Melee say an enemy of an enemy is their friend, so they're really trying everything to get Cola to join Team Sombra's side. Team Sombra just doesn't seem to give up. But that's it for this little town. We have explored everything besides the championship building. In the next video, we are going to take on the championship. Thanks for watching.